So the new Eberron book has officially arrived after its initial delay. I've managed to read through this shockingly short book, so hopefully I'll be able to inform you if you should buy the new Eberron book at full price, on sale, or skip it. First, it should be noted that this book is actually fairly reasonably priced at $30 before shipping. If you bundle it on D&D Beyond, it'll be $40. Now, not everyone has that kind of cash lying around, but all things considered, this is actually decently priced for the hobby. However, the price point begins to make sense when you realize that the book is barely over 100 pages. Like, this thing is so short that it's almost comical that it's hardback, and not a paperback like my Magic and Faerun book for 3rd edition. So if this had been any more expensive, that would have for sure have impacted things. But page count is not everything. What matters is that every page has something that is useful. And truthfully, yeah, in a weird way, the 112 pages of this book feels like there's very little wasted space here or fluff. It does not waste your time. It gives you the information you need and gets out. So what do you get with this book? Well, you get an updated Artificer class, 4 updated species, one kinda new. For those of you who missed half-elves in the PHB, you can get them here in the Koravar. Apologies if I mispronounced that, I most likely did. 17 backgrounds, 28 feats, mobile bastions with different facilities, information on various factions, 27 stat blocks, and information on elemental airships. This book does not waste your time with fluff, basically getting down to business to give you information to run a more intrigue-related campaign within the world of Eberron. The biggest downside that this book has is that it doesn't give extensive information about the world of Eberron, but that's also because in many ways this is acting as a companion piece to the Rising from the Last War book from the 2014 rules. Even then, as you can see on the cover, this is less of a setting book and more of a rules expansion. So if you're looking to use this to run an Eberron setting, you absolutely can, as it does give enough information to act as a springboard of sorts. But picking up the other Eberron book for the 2014 rules will probably assist you in running things. It should also be noted that pretty much all the feats are Dragon Mark related feats, which Dragon Mark feats seem to be Eberron's version of Origin feats. These feats give you different bonuses, from magical abilities and per long rest abilities. They do have the prerequisite of being an Eberron specific, but in my opinion, if you wanted to ignore that to run it in your own games that are not in Eberron, you are absolutely free to do so. However, I do appreciate the fact that it is there to help potentially with new DMs as a fallback if they don't want to use those in their games, and it also does show that WotC is at least trying to keep things setting specific to help give settings a stronger identity. Is it the bare basics? Yes, but hey, it's something, right? All in all, there's not really a lot negative I can say about this book, because it's packed to the brim with content and gives another class to play with within the revised rules. Now, going down each thing individually from feats, species, and the class itself, yeah, you can totally take a look at and determine if it's strong, weak, or just right. The Artificer certainly got a solid upgrade in terms of themes, which fans of the class will want. That being said, the biggest negative I can say is that it's clear that the Artificer was more than likely actually good to go for the release of the PHB, but they held it back in order to prevent it from coming into the Creative Commons. And also probably to help sell this book that most likely would not have been noticed otherwise, or probably would have been a digital-only release on D&D Beyond. But even with all that in mind, and the fact that it is $30 for the physical book, to me, seems that, yeah, this book is worth picking up at full price. Whether you run an Eberron setting or not for your 2024 games, you are going to get something out of this, both as a player and a DM. And that'll do it for this video, folks. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.